Hi, it's me, Vamp, and this build is called the Nidus Touch. Yes, yes. Mainly because I keep saying the Nidus Touch every time I do stuff. So I decided this build is going to be called that. Anyway, let's get into it. Steel Charge is here because frankly, I don't like changing ore slots. Wherever ore slot the frame comes with, I'll keep that ore slot. Even if it's a no ore slot, I'll keep it no ore slot. I choose steel charge whenever it's a V slot because of the fact that, well, I mean, it's steel charge. The melee bonus is nice. Plus, currently it's the only mod that provides this much extra capacity. I mean, it's just 2 extra capacity, but still, 2's not that bad. Now, we have prime continuity to give some duration. Now, it's because it sort of evens out transient fortitude. When I say even out, I actually mean it actually makes it so it's still a plus in transient fortitude over blind rage, because if you're doing your job right and casting that larva and then building up the stacks, you really don't need blind rage. There comes a point where damage is too much, because I don't know if you guys remember, but his first ability, the more stacks you have, the stronger it becomes regularly. I'll show you guys the basics that with these mods in a bit, but for now let's finish going through the mods. Intensify 4 power strength, so total with this 55 power strength and then 30 power strength, so plus 85% power strength. That's pretty nice. I know I could put blind rage on instead and it would give it a lot more power strength, but 200 power strength is more than enough. I know at 200%, even though that's only 85, because Nidus is the first frame, as far as I'm aware of, that actually gets plus power strength as a rank up bonus. So him being at rank 30 makes it so all this is possible. And that is very good in my opinion. Now, let's move on. Stretch. Stretch, power range. I know you'll see 160 even though it's only 45 here. That's because I also have cunning drift. Slided good, minus friction good. Power range is what I'm really going for. Power range because of the simple fact that the more range it has, the more enemies your larva can get. And you'd be surprised how many enemies your larva can get. I will again show you guys the effects of this in when we look at the whole base power, base range, and with and without mods. And also, if you want to check out a video of him in action, it's me doing a Sortie 3 mission one of the days. I did that, and I'll put that in the link in the description below, and maybe after this video, if I remember it, I'll clip a link somewhere on. But anyway, let's get back to it. That vitality for, survival reasons. I mean, he's a health frame. So, like Nidus, uh, uh, like Enros, he benefits from vitality. Does he benefit as much as Enros? No. But that's because Enros is a bit different with his thing. Now we have Rage, because as you see, we may have increased the duration, the range, and the strength, but we did not increase the efficiency. But that's fine, because Nidus had no shield. So, even during them doing 5, 10, let's say 50 points of damage or whatever, it's going to give you some energy. So, if you have no energy, let them damage you a little bit, use larva, then start using your 1 to, vigilance to keep on killing them. Which, next we're going to get into steel fiber, because the armor is pretty good without steel fiber. Here's the armor without steel fiber. The armor without steel fiber is 450, plus that's because of one of his rank bonuses, as well as the fact that he gets bonus armor for having stacks as well, up to the first 5 stacks, in case you didn't know. And also, I want to point out that he automatically regens health, 13 health per second. So, combined with Rage, that's actually pretty good. Which brings us to why we have Primed Flow in here. If you don't have Primed Flow, you could use regular Flow, I suppose. Just like if you don't have Prime Continuity, actually, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like with regular continuity. You only get 103 power duration, but it still combats, transient fortitude. The regular continuity would be okay, but of course, Prime did better if you have it. Again, also the same as regular flow versus Prime Flow. Of course, Prime Flow would be better, but if you only have regular flow, that's 300 is an okay amount of energy. But full energy is optimal, mainly because of the fact that, in my opinion, if you're taking damage from, enemies and you're getting energy, you're gaining health rate back. You'll have 3 stacks, you'll use it 4, you'll just keep gaining health back. As soon as you lose it, you just keep gaining it back. Well, if you cap out at a low amount of energy pool, then it's a waste. You're basically just not getting anything from getting shot. So, high energy pool, because also the efficiency is only at 100, so his first ability will cost you 40 energy. So let's see. 40 energy, let's see. So 2 cast per 100, okay. Then at 200 for 5 cast, 300, 6, 7, 400, 8, 9, 10 casts. So 10 cast 425 energy without enemies hitting you at all. That isn't counting if you have pizzas or whatever. So Prime Flow, I think, is a good addition. Now, let's look at these. First, we'll look at them without the strength go down of the first ability and duration of larva. A lot of people don't necessarily like too much duration from larva, but I find it pretty helpful at the higher up levels because when you're building those stacks, it takes a little bit to build up stacks. So it's pretty good to have. The third ability also benefits from duration. So that's good. Also benefits from range. Now, all four of the abilities benefit from range. Range slightly, ever so slightly, I feel hurts the first ability because you gotta wait for it to finish before you can cast it again. But it really helps the second ability and third ability. The fourth ability, range only affects the maggot's explosion radius and not by all that much, honestly. But overall, that's really not a big deal. Parasitic Link and Larva are the two that range focuses on because of the fact that it will be able to grab all the enemies within range, and that's very good, as well as Parasitic Link will make it so you won't have to be right next to the enemy. You won't have to be like, oh, I'm worried because I'm walking but so far away from the enemy, so my Parasitic Link goes away. No, you'll still have it. You can go revive a teammate, whatever. It's cool. It's fine. It's nice. Damage, base damage 400 with this mod. I think that is pretty good because of the fact that, like I said, it increases the more stacks you have. And you're getting stacks pretty quickly with this build. Now, I know it seems like I've rambled on quite a bit because I probably have. And yeah, that was this build. I'll actually somewhere in this whatever and add a link to the Sortie 3 video that I'm talking about where I use this exact build exactly how it is against Sortie 3 level enemy, so like 80 to 100 something. And yeah, it's fun. I have a blast. Feel free to give the build a try. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you think the build is garbage, that's your opinion. I personally have fun with this build, and in the end, that's what I aim to do in this game with Nidus. It's a very fun frame. Feel free to give it a shot. Feel free to use my build as the woodwork, if you will. And yeah, I know I rambled on it quite a bit. So yeah, later.